Welcome, everybody. It is Girlfriends and Football time. It is not Wednesday. We're coming at you live on Tuesday because of the Thanksgiving holiday. So welcome from wherever you are, whether you're at home or out of town, enjoying an early vacation already ahead of the Thanksgiving celebration later this week. I'm here with my girlfriends. I got Laura, the Lions lover, in the house, and Beth, the Bills Bachelorette. I don't know. I was trying to do an alliteration. It failed miserably.
Please don't say that too loudly. My husband will be real mad.
Sorry, Dee. Welcome, ladies. It's always good to have you and spend a little QT with you guys. Walk me through what's new. Beth, you're coming to us live from Bills country, yes?
I am. I made it to Buffalo this afternoon. Drove through all the rain and miserable drizzle that has been happening. I hear that it might turn to snow later on this weekend. We'll see later on this week. So hopefully Dana actually makes his flight into Buffalo Wednesday night during the winter storm watch. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, we'll pray for a safe trip for both of you. Well, you're already there, but for Dee for sure. All right, Dana, get there safe and sound. Laura, what's happening in your neck of the woods?
Oh, nothing too crazy. I'm home in Asheville. It's cold and rainy, and it might snow this weekend. So that's fun. And we're just hanging out at home for the holiday.
Perfect. Yeah. My baby's home, guys. My baby is home. So my youngest is home. He brought his roommate who is here with us, and it's been a joy. I am now the mom of a 20-year-old. My oldest had his birthday on Sunday. I always call it my turkey. So it's nothing but celebrations over here on our side of the country. So let's jump into it. This is going to be a mostly like really chilled, laid back, fun podcast. So let's talk about week 13. There was a lot going on. Let's go ahead and cover our own teams. So Beth, kick us off. Walk us through how the Bills game was.
I thought we were going to talk about fun things.
It can be quick. Remember, we're on the timeline tonight.
So Buffalo did not show up against the Texans. We took a horrible loss. It was poor Josh Allen got sacked 8 times. Our offense could not make things happen. So unfortunately, we did not come away with a win. Hopefully this lights a fire under Joe Brady's butt and makes some better decisions in the upcoming games. There isn't a whole lot more to say other than that.
Yeah.
Good job on our defense. I will say our defense did. They held the Texans pretty well. So I will give them credit for that, and I will. That's about all I can do.
Yeah, this was a football is stupid week for Beth. So. And Laura, I think Laura was not going to make it past halftime. So walk us through. You were having a football is stupid moment right towards the end of the game. So walk us through this game.
I was through the entire game. The Lions looked like absolute crap against the freaking Giants. And Jameis Winston looked like he had one of the best games of his career. He was throwing long, deep balls. It was crazy. I didn't think the Lions were showing up at all, but thank goodness for the MVP of the game, who was Jahmyr Gibbs, Gibbs is like zeroing in on a couple of Barry Sanders records. That's pretty impressive. And he single-handedly won it in overtime. Well, he single-handedly won it in overtime, but the reason we got to overtime is because our little kicker, Jake Bates, kicked a doozy of a 59-yard to tie the game up at the very, very end. So we did. We won it. It was incredible. There was much cheering, but I didn't think it was going to happen.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, I'm sure you had to been a little bit torn. I mean, obviously you're going to pull for the Lions, but we're all such Jameis fans. I think all of the world is Jameis Winston fans. And it was really fun to see him catch receive and head into the end zone and watch him break some tackles and go in the end zone. The celebration dance. I mean, we were all living our best life for like 30 seconds of that play. Like, no matter who you were cheering for. And I think you are a Lions fan, obviously, but I think even you were like, okay, I'll give you 30 seconds, and now back to.
Yeah, no, he's fun to watch. There's no doubt
Yeah.
about it. But yeah, if it had been any other team but mine, it would have been exciting.
Yeah.
It was so hard from our household because my husband is a Giants fan. So I was rooting for you, Laura, but in the same breath, like, man, thought football was stupid with the Bills game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did not see that coming.
You think I get loud when my team screws up?
Well, I'm trying to watch Monday Night Football, right? I was calling it the Christian McCaffrey appreciation game. Before the game even started, there was a moment between him and Roger Craig, which Roger Craig, we're trying to get him in the Hall of Fame this year. He was the first running back to really get to acquire 1,000 rushing yards and 1,000 receiving yards in the same season. He was the first one to do it. He is the original wide back, if you will, before there was ever a wide back. And it was really cool to see Christian McCaffrey, who is on track, who's already done that himself, but is on track to doing it a second time, which would be the first time in NFL history for that. So it was great to have that moment between two great, incredible running backs who've ever played the game. So that was a good moment. Otherwise, it was garbage. It was a garbage game. Like Brock threw 3 interceptions. I thought I was going to it was like trying not to crash out every drive. Surprisingly, our defense was incredible. Jair Brown had a heck of a game, a couple of interceptions. I mean, just killing it. We're going to get to it a little bit later. There was a moment that there was something interesting that happened in that game. We will talk about it here later. And it posed a very interesting question on social media. So we'll grab that in a minute. But other things that happened around the NFL, we definitely talked about the Jameis reception, touchdown. Baker Mayfield got injured. Unfortunately, this guy, we were just raving about him last week. He's expecting a new baby. He's on track for, people are talking about him for MVP. The Bucs were killing it. And then down he goes. It looks like an AC joint sprain. He was seen on the sideline in a sling. And it's his non-dominant throwing arm. There is hope that he may be coming back next week, but we'll have to keep an eye on it. Anything else you guys want to highlight from the games last week?
No. It seems, and it seems so far away. And maybe it's just because I've been traveling and all of that, but I feel like, and because Buffalo played Thursday, I guess, but it seems like football was forever ago.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to football on Thursday because I feel like it's been a long time since I've had the chance to put any true energy into it. So
yeah. And when our game was so emotionally driven at 1:00 on Sunday, by the time it was over, especially with overtime, I was like, you know what? I do not need to watch anything else.
Yeah, I will tell you. I will tell you the Rams look scary. Matt Stafford continues to look unstoppable. Puka Nacua continues to look unstoppable. I mean, it is insane. I think they are right now looking like the #1 overall team in the whole NFL, just how it's looking. But how about who's taking away the #1 spot for Rate the Fit? That's right. This week, we had some incredible choices to choose from. They showed out. It is Thanksgiving week. Let's take a peek. Rate the Fit. All right. So I saw this picture. We just talked about him. Jameis won Rate the Fit last week. And I think, Beth, you posted this in our group chat. My man was dressed for the game.
I'm telling you.
Lions. I mean,
he's got some Matrix vibes.
That's what I said.
He's in all black long leather jacket, red belt, sets off. Beautiful chain. He's got the shades on, carrying the black bag, got the AirPods in. He's looking locked in. I mean, this man just looked like I'm about to catch and get a touchdown today. Like, this man looks like he was ready for action. when you put that in the group chat, Beth, I'm like, the man's going to win back-to-back Rate the Fit. Like, it's over. Like, I don't even need to look for anybody else's outfit. He was runner-up. Guys, the person who won this week was Christian McCaffrey. Laura, he was your vote. Walk us through the fit.
I mean, you know, I like a suit. Anyone who watches the show knows I like a suit, especially a classic 3-piece suit, little houndstooth pattern. It looks sharp. It looks sharp. He could have a job as an announcer for the NFL, not just being a player. Maybe that's what they're auditioning for when they do this, but he looked great, you know, nothing to complain about.
First of all, I'm just impressed that you said houndstooth like right away. I don't know what the hell a houndstooth was, but I was like, wow, Laura, like, did you used to work at a suit store? Because you know your stuff when it comes to a suit.
I did not. I just watched a lot of Queer Eye.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, education is education. Christian McCaffrey, he's in a 3-piece suit. And my thing is like, you see a man dressed like that, you don't think, oh, he's about to go get changed and run in, you know, be all sweaty and getting stuck at the bottom of a pile of men and be in grass and get all dirty. And he looks like he's about to do a major business deal. I mean, I guess technically the NFL is business deals, right? But no, I just don't. I guess I kind of don't get the effort in dressing this much up for a game. But hey, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. So congratulations, Christian McCaffrey, Mr. CMC. Not only was it the Christian McCaffrey appreciation game with him playing with the Niners against the Carolina Panthers, but boy, did you rate the fit at number 1. So that is this week's winner, guys. Woohoo!
Nice.
Good choice.
All right. So on to teachable moment. We're going to learn something about this Thanksgiving holiday, and let's talk about it. So teachable moment coming up. Ladies, are you aware of what a turducken is?
I am very aware of what a turducken is.
Beth?
It sounds like a prehistoric animal.
You know, the roots come a little bit, it's dated. I've heard turducken because if you're a football fan and it's this time of year, it is always talked about thanks to the late, great John Madden. But I really had no freaking idea what a turducken was. So for those of you watching, that is a turducken. I've never seen it.
Right. So if you
Really
don't know
gross,
what that
to be
is,
honest.
but if you don't know what that is, it is a deboned chicken stuffed in a deboned duck, stuffed in a deboned turkey, and then all like in the middle is like sausage, cornbread stuffing, and it was made first in Louisiana. And John Madden tried some at a game in New Orleans and then was hooked. Like that year, he tore it apart with his hands.
Yeah. So it kind of goes back. So it wasn't, that's the thing is like, I always thought he came up with it, right? Like as John Madden comes up with some things out of left field. I loved his commentary, but you know, he kind of would go a little off task at moments.
He would.
So apparently the roots come from Louisiana, you're right, in the late 20th century. Cajun cooking has this, what if we made food slightly unhinged but delicious? And that's pretty much what you described. So they credit the creator to a chef, Paul Prudhomme. He's a Louisiana culinary legend, and he popularized it in the 1980s. Seasoned every layer, roasted it long and slow, and boom, culinary chaos. It goes way further than that, though. Apparently, even medieval Europe did engastration feasts, which is multi-bird creations. I mean, this is really getting deep here. Think Game of Thrones. But nonetheless, the late, great John Madden did bring this out, Thanksgiving broadcast in the early 2000s. And just like you said, Laura, they hand Madden this turducken and he goes right on in. carved it on national television with his bare hands. And suddenly, boom, we all know what turducken is. So thank you, John Madden. We miss you. We love you. And one of these days, maybe I will taste a turducken.
I have had it. It's good. I did not have one made by Paul Prudhomme, so that could be a difference. You know, I had it from some market in Atlanta. But yeah, I mean, it's edible. It tastes like all the things it's supposed to taste like.
Okay.
I mean, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things that it should taste like, which I think is probably my biggest concern, is that there's a lot of bird options in there.
It didn't blow my mind, but again, I did not have like a chef creation of it. I had just what we ordered from a market.
I'm not sure any of us would have a chef creation. Like, I don't think any of us would go to a restaurant and of the choices, we would say, I'll have the turducken, please. Call me crazy.
I just want to quote this one more time from you so that we can use this in the future, because I thought it was great. Unhinged but delicious creation. I feel like needs to become used more regularly.
I feel like that's actually a description for me.
I'm saying, but it needs to be more. We're going to use it more. I'm going to find ways to use that in our day-to-day
100%.
life.
For sure.
Yes. So okay,
what is it when you were young? It's like you have a new word, you use it 3 times and it's yours. Like, you ever hear that?
Right.
Like, that's what I feel like I'm going to do with this. Unhinged but delicious.
I love it. I love it. It's the new t-shirt. Well, if you're not in love with turducken, well, I think Beth actually spit her drink out. This is classic.
I think so.
If you're not in love with turducken, what you may be in love with is this week's cocktail and mocktail.
Yes!
Beth, are we composed? Are you ready to give us the recipes?
I'm here. Let's do it. So this is in honor of Washington and for Thanksgiving as well. It is called How About Them Apples. It's unhinged and delicious.
Bravo. Well done. Well done.
It's maple syrup, spiced rum, spiced apple cider, and caramel sauce. It's hard to go wrong with that. I added a cinnamon stick because I am in Buffalo and did not have my current shaker and mixer, so instead I used a cinnamon stick to stir my creation this evening, and it turned out very nicely. It's really good, very festive, very holiday, with the cinnamon and the apples. I will also say, if you come back to show me real quick, I found this maple syrup in our refrigerator. I don't know if you can see, but it is Crown maple syrup. It's bourbon barrel aged. And I do believe that made all the difference in this cocktail. So if you ever are searching and come across Crown maple syrup, bourbon barrel aged maple syrup, it's fantastic. I would make this drink again. Instead of spiced rum, I would use a good bourbon with the bourbon maple syrup. It would be really, really good.
Yeah, I think that's going to pair well for whatever you decide to have for Thanksgiving, but also go straight from dinner to the outside bonfire or outside fire pit.
I would absolutely heat up some apple cider and then do it with because if you heat the cider in advance and throw some cinnamon sticks in there, a couple cloves, let that heat up, mull some mulling spices. It would be really good.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a drink.
What do we got for the mocktail?
If you are looking for a mocktail to have that same enjoyment, you can go with just mulled cider, which is also really good, or you can go with this cocktail. It's apple cider with some lime juice, nutmeg, cinnamon, and then it uses as kind of the seltzery bubbly portion, using ginger, like a ginger beer or this calls for apple kombucha, and I think it would be really good with that, I think, particularly for the season that we're in.
Nice. All right, you heard her. Go grab the ingredients. Make that for sure for yourself, for your guest. It is going to be a winner for sure. All right, I want to get into something that you almost segued it perfectly. You said, well, now she's drinking. I can't say it.
You're good.
You said nutmeg. And so let's just talk about that for a moment in this call. Who's in the news? So I alluded to this earlier. In the game against the Carolina Panthers and the 49ers, there was let's just call it a foul play. And that means more than one way was it foul. Jauan Jennings, as pictured here, is, got the ball coming down. And Trayvon Moehrig decided he was going to uppercut him right in the balls. So he literally punches Jauan Jennings between the legs. And you honestly can't even see his hand in this picture because it's so far between his legs. It is cringy. It's very cringy. And so Jauan Jennings, after the game, went up to him and was like, kind of pushed him and was like ready to fight because he was like, man, that's just literally below the belt. But now he's been suspended without pay the next game. Interestingly, we didn't cover this last week, but Jamar Chase spit on Jalen Ramsey in the Bengals-Steelers game. And Jamar Chase ended up having to sit out the game this past week, which screwed my fantasy league. Thanks, Jamar. But nonetheless, there was an interesting chat that went on Twitter. And it was basically like, men, what would you rather have? Someone spit on you or someone hit you in the balls? Guys, if you have a moment, you might want to look up that argument. There's
I'm pretty sure I know the answer without. I'm sure they'd rather get spit on. I'm sure of it.
That's what I would think. Really?
No,
really?
Surprisingly, the majority said they would rather be punched in the balls because being spit on is a different level of disrespect.
I mean,
which I agree with. I agree with that. I figured so many think with their balls that they would
protect them at all costs.
Right. Like you figure like they're so I'm shocked. Like I get the disrespect level thing and that was coming from me. I would think that would be more disrespectful, but I thought for sure men would choose differently.
Well, it's interesting because a woman actually responded. She's like, woman enters the chat. I'm shocked by all responses.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think they're all lying.
I don't know. I guess it's a pride thing versus just a temporary. I think that's what they said. Like one is temporary pain. The other one is like, it'll last longer after
Thanksgiving dinner Q&A. Add it to the list.
There you have it. We are creating memories, helping you create memories.
I want to hear. This comes up at everybody's Thanksgiving table this year, and I want to know the answers next week.
Yes. Well, the other news I was going to cover really quick, even though this deserves its own show in and of itself, and people are doing their own show because it's crazy. The Brandon Ayuk saga continues. It is for the first time ever in history of the NFL, the 49ers voided $27 million in guaranteed money on Brandon Ayuk's $120 million contract. It was voided in July. So this is how long it's been going on. And what had happened was, allegedly, this was because they said that Brandon Ayuk is he was not living up to the terms of his contract, which could include questions about his participation in required rehab and team activities. So though Shanahan indicated there was more to it without offering further details, but he said he's never seen this in his 20-year career. But I've been watching football for a lot longer than 20 years, and I've never seen this ever. So just put a pin in that. Wanted to make that comment. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on that real quick.
I haven't been following it as closely as you, clearly, because you're a Niners, but it's stupid. Like,
It
what
is.
are we doing?
Yeah. The interesting thing is that he's not even fighting it. Like I guess he's ready to leave San Francisco, and I think he's just like, yeah, whatever, get me out of here.
But if that was the case, that should have happened in July. Like, so this whole voided contract thing in July has me really baffled as to what legally implications that has even for the season for him being there right now, right? Like, how is he even still part of the team if the contract was voided in July? Am I hearing that correctly, or am I?
July, it was they voided the guaranteed money. So because he was in breach. So it wasn't the whole contract. They just voided the guarantee. But I mean, how incentivized are you when you just lost out on 27 million? Like there was a whole thing to even get the contract done last year. So
Right.
And there was all the speculation about his injury. And obviously that was just a wild goose chase because that wasn't what was happening at all.
So, well, you don't know, who knows? Was it because he wasn't showing up? Was it because I part of me is like, is there
who started that?
Right. And then he sees a bunch of other teammates going down with injuries. I mean, who knows? Who knows? There's a lot more to the story. We'll have to keep an eye on it. But ladies, Saturday night was a whole sitch. I feel like we get to watch a movie together without being together. So look what happened. I wanted to put up this meme. There was a beautiful meme, and I think it was related to all of us. It was like this awful looking face of someone when it was like, let's watch a Hallmark movie. And everybody's face was like, ugh. And then it's like, let's watch a Hallmark movie about an NFL team. And it was like, yes. So Saturday, Hallmark had a holiday touchdown, a Bills love story. Let's chat about that for a moment. Thoughts?
First of all, my favorite part was that to prove we were all watching it at the same time, we all took a photo of our television and texted it to each other.
It's true.
And then we live texted throughout the whole movie.
Yes.
So yeah, Beth, do you want to go? Because it was a Bills love story.
Yeah. So, I mean, I am going to say this out loud and people are going to hate me. I don't really like Hallmark movies, y'all. Like I am not that person. I will do it. I have friends who love them and they're like, if they're predictable, you know, what's going to happen. The same love story is the same love story. And it's helpful. So it gives them that piece. Right. So I really enjoyed it. Not because of that, but because it was so true to Buffalo. They did such a good job of pulling in so many local things about Buffalo, Paulo's Donuts, foods, beef on weck, the wings and blue cheese, because you only eat with blue cheese. If there's a question about it.
What is a peanut? What was that thing called? A peanut roll?
A peanut stick. It's a peanut stick. It's a deep fried cake donut rolled in peanuts.
And it's called a what?
A peanut stick.
That thing was huge.
Or peanut log or whatever. Yeah.
They called it
it was fabulous.
Movie.
Yeah. They're fabulous. And then there's also all the things. Bar bill for the wings, Vidler's Five and Dime. We talked about, they had all the great players, legends came back. Jim Kelly was in it. Thurman Thomas was in it. Andre Reed, Steve Tasker, like local regular players that are playing now. It was fun to see so much of the city highlighted in a positive light. It was fun from that standpoint for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Laura?
And it's not going to win any awards. It's not going to be an Oscar contender or even an Emmy contender. It's just not going to be. But it was enjoyable. It was fun. It had Joey Pants. Joey Pantaleone was one of the main characters. It had mystery. It had romance. It had all kinds.
There was a twist.
There was a twist, and there was a quest.
I was shocked. Yes, there was more of a twist than I anticipated from a Hallmark movie. It was unhinged but delicious.
I mean, they do have to try to tweak them a little bit after all, like, the couple decades they've been making them, right? So they've got to give you something new. But yeah, it was just a fun time. Like, I watch Hallmark movies. I don't claim they're not amazing. They're not the best movies, but they are. Like you said, they're formulaic. They're comforting. Like, often I'll just put on the Hallmark Channel, like, while I'm wrapping presents or whatever. And like, I don't even have to pay attention. It's just Christmassy. So I watch it.
My husband played a joke on me and said, "We don't have the Hallmark Channel." And I believed him because I don't watch Hallmark. So I would never know if we had it or not. So
yeah, you
it was
texted us in a panic.
I texted him like, "Bro, I don't have the Hallmark Channel." And my husband's like, "Duh." I'm like, "No, I don't watch I don't even know what channel Hallmark Channel is." So I thought it was super cute. And, you know, I did root for the Bills back in the day. So for me, it was also pretty cool to see, like you said, Andre Reed and you know, Jim Kelly and all those greats from back then. It was super cute. I mean, it passed the time. It was a great Saturday night, snuggle up in a blanket and just, you know, text you guys, hang out with the girls. I loved it for that alone. Just being with you guys was great. So, but I was ready for football the next day, get my fix in that way. So, all right. So that wraps up everything for week 12. Let's talk about the upcoming week 13. Laura, walk us through our picks.
All right. There's a lot of football going on, right?
Yes.
So we've got 3 games on Thanksgiving Day. We start out with, of course, the Lions-Packers. Fun fact, did you know that the Lions have been playing Thanksgiving Day games since 1934? And for the longest time, they only played the Packers. That changed in 1951. But so this is kind of a random throwback game because we happen to be playing the Packers. So we all pick the Lions. Go Lions. You know, the Packers beat them once this year. We need to beat them. Then we've got the Chiefs and Dallas. Dallas has always had the second Thanksgiving Day game, and this year they play the Chiefs. And Beth, you picked Dallas, and Desi and I picked the Chiefs.
This was terrible
Was.
no matter what. I mean, I don't want either of them to win.
Same.
Right.
I want them both to lose very, very badly.
These first couple games were kind of tough. I kind of went back and forth and didn't even want to send you the picks because I kept like second guessing myself back and forth. I mean, very easily I could have picked the Packers. I know you hate to hear that, Laura, but I mean, I kind of was like, Chiefs and Dallas, same thing. But I stuck with the Chiefs. I guess I think they are gonna win. Maybe.
I guess.
I don't care about who wins. How about that one?
Yeah, I mean that's fair. And then for the night game, which is a rotating game, so never the same 2 teams, or rotating. But Bengals Ravens Thursday night. We've got Beth going for the Bengals, and Desi and I are going for the Ravens.
So I think the Ravens have a good shot at this game. However, Burrow's coming back, right? So I feel like, or they think he's playing.
Well, that's where I was, Beth. I was like, okay, I really need to know who's playing at quarterback for this game. So this.
So I went off the impression that Burrow's back, and it's just been he's ready to get back in there, and he wants to make it happen. Because I mean, the Ravens are already top of their seed again, like top of their division. Like, how did that happen?
Right. After the start of their season.
Right. So I mean, I feel like the Bengals are looking at that going, if they can do it, we can do it. So.
All right, then we're looking at the Black Friday game, Bears and Eagles. Beth, you picked the Bears, and we all picked the Eagles. The Bears.
Why not?
I mean, because I don't want them to win.
I mean, I don't
Well-
want the Eagles to win though either.
That's fair.
And I feel like, but I think there was a reasoning. I think because the Bears do sometimes weird, crazy things that you're like, oh, all right. I don't know. I don't know why I made that pick. Maybe if somebody on the Eagles did someone on the Eagles did somebody get hurt on the Eagles?
Yes, we have 2 offensive linemen that have been out last game. So, and that's the first time that the Eagles have had like a chip in their offensive line.
Maybe that's why.
But get this, Beth, you're not wrong. Do you guys realize the Bears are 7-3?
Yes, and it is infuriating.
So it's not beyond the realms of impossible for them to win this game. I mean, I think I've picked the Bears a couple times. Like I'm seeing a progression here, and it's great for Bears fans, not great for my Lion friend here. But, you know, and the Eagles have kind of just been, A.J. Brown came back alive this last week, but, you know, he's always a question mark week to week. Okay, he had a great game last week. Is he going to be back in his feelings this week? Who knows? So, like I said, these first 4 games are a little tricky. I don't think there's any wrong answers, and it can be literally flip of a coin.
Sure. But then we get to Sunday, and we've got 49ers Browns. We all pick the 49ers. Not surprised.
Yeah, but we should be. So I'm very concerned about Myles Garrett getting to Brock Purdy. The last thing I need to see is my quarterback getting smushed 5 times in a game. If it's not him, who's going to get stuffed for handing off the ball? It's going to be Christian McCaffrey. So 2 of my players I don't want to see get squashed or hurt. And then you got to take in consideration. I just found out that it's going to be freezing cold, and the weather may not be ideal. So Brock Purdy may, after the game he had, and we lost to the Browns before, I just.
Well, and so we didn't talk about Shedeur Sanders either tonight,
Yes,
but that was kind of like, so here's my thing is like, I'm glad that he had that good win. I'm glad that he had that game, and now he's got kind of that chip on his shoulder, and off he goes. But did he have to, in that interview right afterwards, be like, that's only with a week of practice? Just imagine. I was like, oh, there's that pompous. There's that Sanders. Oh, this is why I didn't like your dad either. Okay.
Exactly.
Now I remember.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see.
Then we move on to the Jags and Titans. We all picked the Jaguars.
I'm surprised by that. I mean, but I'm not. Titans have won 2 games.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Texans, Colts. Desi, you picked the Texans. Beth and I picked the Colts.
I'm going to keep saying it. The Texans defense is the best in the NFL. Like, how many teams do they have to shut down? They shut down a Shanahan offense. They shut down the Bills. They've shut down more teams that are, you know, they just find a way to stop these big powerhouse offenses. And if those teams that are strong on offense and not too strong defensively, they can't seem to, like, it's a balanced team, like maybe a little bit stronger on the defense. So if you're going against a team that has a strong offense and a weaker defense, they just can't seem to beat the Texans. And I don't know how strong the Colts are defensively. I know they've been a juggernaut on the offense. So why not?
Why not?
Go Miko.
And Saints Dolphins, we got 2 for the Saints, me and Beth, and Dolphins Desi.
I give up on the Saints. Every time I pick them, they lose. So
fair.
I mean, this was another one that I don't think either of them. It's not that I don't want either of them to win. I just think either of them are going to win. This is the game. This is the game where I think whoever doesn't suck more will win.
Yeah.
Like it's not nobody's gonna do really well.
That's reasonable. And then we all picked the Falcons over the Jets and the Buccaneers over the Cardinals.
Listen, we got Kirk Cousins back in there. He's gonna be swag surfing when he was in Atlanta. So I don't know. I'm gonna ride it out. I think he could beat the Jets.
That's the only he can beat the Jets. Let's say that.
He can.
And the Bucks, I don't know. I didn't know what to do because I think it's Jacoby Brissett as the backup for the Bucks. And like, didn't Jacoby Brissett beat the Cardinals? But then the Cardinals have their backup, and I just feel like the Bucs are stronger defensively too. And I think that the Bucs, no matter who's at quarterback, I think they can still pull it off over the Cardinals.
Yeah. All right, Rams, Panthers. Like you said, Desi, the Rams are bringing it hard. We think they're going to beat the Panthers. I think that probably doesn't need more commentary. Vikings, Seahawks. Beth, you picked Vikings. Desi and I picked the Seahawks.
I don't know why.
That's my favorite part. All right, Bills, Steelers. We all picked the Bills. No surprise.
Let's hope, man.
Yeah, they need a win. And yeah, it'd be nice to beat Old Man Rogers. So
yeah, but fun fact, JJ
He's not playing. Is he playing?
Oh, that's right. He's not playing.
Yeah, he's not playing. His fractured wrist. But fun fact, did you guys see that JJ Watt, his brother's sack record? And TJ was like, I guess I got to go put the pads back on and join back up, you know, because his younger brother beat his sack record. I thought that was fun.
All right. All right. Raiders, Chargers. We all picked the Chargers. We don't have any comments. Broncos, Commanders. We all picked the Broncos. And then our Monday night game, we've got the Giants versus the Patriots. And Beth, you picked the Giants, I assume, for household peace. And
I cannot pick the Patriots ever.
That's fair. And I hate picking the Patriots, but I do think they've got this one.
I really wanted to
I don't know.
Giants for Jameis.
If Jameis rocks another outfit like that, you never know what's going to happen.
No, that's right.
So there we are. That's what we got.
If you look at it.
Because wait, because Jameis is unhinged but delicious.
Oh my gosh. Beth, you just validate me. I don't remember what week it was when I just kept saying flock around and find out. Like, but if you look at how hard it was to pick the first couple of games because we're kind of mixed. And then at the end, we were like, yeah, Raiders have given up. Yeah, the Jets have given up. It's so much easier.
Right.
So, all right. So, ladies, look at us. We stayed on our time for this week. We just wanted a little short, sweet, little enjoyable nugget for everybody to say hi, happy Thanksgiving, happy Gratitude Day, whatever you're celebrating. We appreciate you showing up and listening to us and joining us every week. And Laura, you have a comment.
Just one. We've got a really quick little Thanksgiving treat for you all. A little year in review of Baby Josh. So let me play that for everybody. That last one slays me. SLEIGH slays me.
Ooh. Quick comment on that picture. My daughter set up the nativity scene with Josh Allen as Gabriel for me.
Aw, shout out to Little People for making little Josh Allen, Baby Josh, as we've called him. We have enjoyed having him in Beth's pocket on all of her adventures. Did the train one get on there? The train one was the epic one because I still don't know how he ended up on the train.
Oh no, I don't think I had a copy of the train.
Oh no. I think that was just a little video because it was kind of far.
Okay.
To have that. We'll work on it.
And then was there Baby Josh on Baby? There was Baby Josh on Baby. What was it? Baby Josh.
Baby. There were so many. There were so many. We will work on filtering Baby Josh into more episodes. Where in the world is Baby Josh will become a new segment.
Yes.
Well, he's our wingman. I mean, he gets us into places that
he does.
You can't always get into. So we just wave Baby Josh at people, and they're like, "Oh yes, go ahead."
All right, that will end our segment for tonight. Guys, enjoy your holiday week, however way you choose. Make sure you're safe. Get your turducken in. Make sure you check out our social media page at Instagram and Facebook, where we always post the recipes from Cocktails and Mocktails. Make sure you check us out every Tuesday for Rate the Fit. That's when we post that. And always just stay connected. Let us know how you think about our picks, whether you agree with us or not. And whatever you do, come back here next Wednesday where we'll have another episode of Girlfriends in Football. So thanks so much for being with us tonight, and happy football.
Go Bills.
Happy Thanksgiving.